All right, so we've gotten a couple songs. Let's see, we've gotten 3 songs under our belt and we've done the chord cycle. So we're really rolling along here. So now the next song we're going to do on our progression of songs is another Beatles song. We're going to do Octopus Garden. Okay, this is a really fun song. It's still sort of a novelty song, but we're getting out of the child mode. We're starting to get a little bit more sophisticated in both our chords and our songs here. So we'll start on our familiar D chord again. Just do our little peace sign up and put her down. Okay. Now, the next new chord you're going to learn right now is the B minor, and this is what we call a partial chord because the normal B minor I would play in this song would be a bar chord, but that's too difficult to do when you're first learning, so I'm not going to throw that one at you. So that what you want to do is you want to go to B minor in a partial chord manner. You're going to do it like this, okay? So let me show you that move. So here's our regular D, and what you're going to do is you're going to take your familiar 3 and 2 fingers. We're going to use those a lot in moving between our chords. And we're going to aim the number 3 finger for the 3rd string 4th fret and then follow in behind like that. So not only is your 3 finger going to be right here, but your 1 finger is going to go where the 2 finger is on the D chord. So you're sort of aiming for spots where you've already been and also a new spot at the same time. Okay, so we're shifting the 3-2 down and planting the 1 finger just so. Okay, now the next chord we're going to do is a G chord. So we're going to take, again, our familiar 3-2. We're going to aim for the dot on the side of the guitar here. So we're going to take that and take the hopscotch, the 3-2 over, plant our pinky down, our number 4 finger, and there's our G chord. Okay. And then we're going to go back to the A major, which we did in Happy Birthday. So to do that, it's kind of similar to going to a D chord. You can plant your number 1 finger right here and bring the 2 and 3 fingers in behind. So again, we have a 1, 2, 3 on the A chord. Okay. I'd like to be, move the 3-2 over like that. Under the sea, take the 3-2, aim for the dot. In an octopus's garden, plant the 1 finger and bring the other 2 behind it. In the shade, or something like that. I think that's how the words go. All right? So again, let's review that real quick. We have the D chord, take the 3-2, just move 1 string over and 1 fret down, and then plant your 1 right there. Okay? Take the 3-2 again, put them on the 3rd fret where the dot is. There's your G chord. And then do an A chord by putting your 1 finger on the 4th fret and let these 2 come in behind it. All right, so the hardest move in this song is going from A major to B minor. So we have our A, which is a 1, 2, 3 fingering on the 2nd fret, on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. And we want to take our, again, our familiar 3-2 fingers, and we're going to lead with our 3rd finger, which is this one right here. We're going to put it on the 3rd string 4th fret and just let the other ones come in behind it like that. Okay? Now to go back to A, we're going to put our 1 finger and lead with that one going back to the 1, 2, 3. Okay? Again, we're going to lead with our 3rd finger to go to the B minor. We're going to take it down to the 3rd string 4th fret and let the other ones kind of fall in behind it to do the B minor. Okay? I'd ask my friends to come and see. Then we go back to G, 3-2, aim for the dot. An octopus is garden with me. All right, we're sounding pretty good here, right? Okay, back to D, shift down 1 string. I like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. Okay? So that's pretty much the first part of the song. Now what we want to do is be able to go to the instrumental bridge part. So we start on a G chord. We've already done that one before. Now the next new chord you're going to learn right now is the E minor. But again, this familiar shape, this 3-2, all we have to do is shift it over 1 string and put them both on the 2nd fret. That's going to be our E minor. Okay. Then now when we went from E major to C, this is the same exact move as E minor to C. We can actually just take this finger, slide it down 1, and put our 1 finger down. There's our C chord. Okay. And then we'll go back to D. Okay. Back to G. E minor, again shifting the 3-2 over to the 5th and 4th strings. Yeah. And then we're going to slide it into a C, to a D, to a G, and then an A again. So that's the hardest part of the song right there as far as the amount of chords that are moving. So you're going from C to a D, which is exactly the same move as G to D. So you're just kind of putting these guys down on the bottom to D, and then you're going to go to a G chord like this. Oh yeah, we're doing good here. And then put the one finger down on the 4th-string 2nd fret, bring the other 2 behind it, there's your A chord. Okay? And that's pretty much the whole song. It goes back into the other 2 parts. So, I like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. He let us in, knows where we've been, in his octopus's garden in the shade. I'd ask my friends to come and see an octopus's garden with me. I like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. Okay, so that's kind of a fun way to play it, way I just did it right there. And I hadn't shown you that strum yet. So I'll just give you a quick overview of that one. And for those of you who are brave enough to try it, it's actually really easy. But if you don't have your left fingers down or correctly transitioning between chords, you won't be able to do the right hand. So again, this is something, this is the advanced move that you want to do after you've already done the chord transitions many, many times and just strum through it like we did before, which is just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first step, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next step is to do quarter note strumming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the fancy strumming then is going to be, it's going to go, you're going to do what's called a pluck strum. You're going to pluck certain bass notes and then do a little flick with your middle finger and your ring finger of your right hand. So you're going to go pluck, strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum. It's almost like you're flicking water off your fingers when you do that. So, and what you're doing is you are choosing certain bass notes to pluck as you're doing that. So on your curriculum, it should say 4 and 5 for the D chord. So that 4 and 5 means you're going to pluck the 4th and the 5th strings on the D chord. So you're going to go 4th string, 5th string, 4th string, 5th string. Okay? So pluck, strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum. And you don't want to wrist at all on the strum. It's just flicking your fingers, okay? Because if you start wristing it, you're going to have too much movement and it's going to be really hard to get your thumb back. So your thumb should be almost stationary and your other 2 fingers should just flick independently. So that's kind of a trick into itself. So you want to just do it nice and slow and accurate at the start. Don't worry about any kind of speed at this time. You're just kind of pluck, strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum. And you're going to use those same bass notes on the B minor. Pluck, strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum. And then the G, you're going to go 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. And then the A, you're going to go 5, 6, 5, 6. So what you're doing here, you're actually being a bass player and a guitar player at the same time, which is a pretty cool trick, and it makes you sound like you're playing the Beatles song pretty much like they do. I like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. So again, that's the very advanced move. You wouldn't be doing this at the very start at all, so don't put pressure on yourself to get that anytime soon, but use that as an ultimate goal, and that should be on your curriculum for you to try out at your convenience. So great job on that one. That's a harder song, so good job.